Hi guys, this is Michelle with Let's Radiate, and today I'm reviewing HiTask, which is this really cool little project and task management tool. So this is the home screen, or actually this is the by project screen. So you can navigate through the different ways to view up here: team, color, project, date, my view, and then over here there's a calendar, and it lists the all day events, and the events are also listed by time. So I have added two sample projects here, life and clients, and I have also started a project. So when you go over to your view, the starred projects show up first. And let's add a little sample task so that you can see how that's done. And see, you can choose task, event, note, file, or many tasks. This is just a task. You can upload files. I think there's a limitation on the file amount that you can upload for a free account. This one, I'm not giving it a specific start day. I'm going to, oh, yeah, that's not the wrong one. I'm going to assign it to the project life, and I'm going to give it a purple color because that strikes my fancy. So now you just see it shows up here. If you star it, it shows up in stars. If you unstar it, it shows back. So this one I have given a due date, and you can see things by their due date on this tab. And if you want to assign something to a due date, you can assign it right there. See, pretty easy. And you can also view project, and then you can view by color. So I'm super psyched that HiTask has color coding. That is one of the things that I'm always bitching about, that I wish that so many more tools have that they don't. I think that this is really neat and that it could be used in really creative ways. For example, obviously you could have like your three biggest projects, or the ones that are your three priorities. You could color code them so that you could see if you were about evenly dividing up your time between those three projects, or if you have a task that's waiting on something else, someone else, you could drag it to like a red or a yellow, right? So maybe red means it stopped for some reason, and yellow means you're waiting on someone else. And then when you get whatever you need from that other person, you can, oh, I'm not sure what just happened there, but maybe when you get what you need from that other person, you can just drag it back to green. And that means that the green tasks are things that you have the full go ahead on, so that when you have, some extra time, you can go through and start working on your green tasks. It also has reminders, and it has time tracking. The reminders it sends through email, and they also have, I believe they have an iPhone and an Android app. They don't have, as far as I can tell, there is no way to set up a recurring task, which is too bad. That's no bueno. And like there's a couple other things that I'm kind of iffy on. It can be a little slow to add tasks, because when you add a task, there's all this stuff to go in there. So that it's not quite as quick. I don't see any way to quick add a task like most other tools have. There are so many of these options that it almost makes it less intuitive. Like it's pretty easy to figure out, but all of these options make it a little harder for you to just jump in and start using it right away. And just because of all of these options, like the assigning times and, oh, whoops. Turns out you can repeat tasks. I'm not sure how I missed that before, but yeah, you can make recurring tasks, so that's a plus. But yeah, what I was going to say is that all of these options make it almost a little too structured for my taste. It makes me feel a little confined when I'm using it, which is like totally quirky and probably just me, but just throwing that out there. Overall, though, I really think a HiTask is definitely one of the better ones I've seen. There's a reason that it made it to like the top three out of what I wanted to use. I'm not entirely sure that I'll end up using it as my main productivity tool, just because of the things that I mentioned, and because it's not quite as well designed as some other things. Sorry, muting my phone. It's not quite as well designed as some of the other things I've seen, but I'm really impressed with it, and this is someone on Twitter the other day just said that they didn't want to use Wunderlist because they were having problems with the website or something. And I recommended that they either check out HiTask or Productive. All of my things with it, all of my issues with it are fairly small quibbles. And if you don't happen to have the same quirks that I do, then you probably won't have those. So if color coding is a huge thing for you, I definitely recommend checking it out. And if you have any questions about it, let me know in the comments what you think. And let me know if you have any other tools that you want me to review. Thanks and have a great day.